Gifford County Emergency Services tells me that every family should have a plan for dealing with severe weather.
The one thing you can count on is that each meal is prepared by someone's grandmother or nonna, who promises a great meal and hopes you'll feel just like family.
Having your phone in your hand while you're driving is something that we all do, but this new bill is about to make that illegal. From now on, you're going to have to mount your phone. That way, you'll be hands-free and you won't get pulled over by the cops.
Now, before you can get a text message here, you have to make sure you sign up right here.
Students are also talking about construction on social media. Some are really happy about the project, and others feel that losing their parking just isn't worth it. Back to you.
The nonnas kept bringing out plate after plate of such good food, and my tummy was really happy, but probably not my waistline.
There are not really a lot of places around here in order to get fresh fruits, vegetables.
This has been a problem for this area for the past 17 years. Northeast Greensboro became a food desert after the Winn-Dixie off of Phillips Avenue closed in 1998. In this community, it means
we have nothing but fast food restaurants on Summit.
When residents of Northeast Greensboro come to the shops at Bessemer Center, they're stopped by a locked door and boarded up windows. But those same locals say enough is enough, and they've decided that change is coming. The community raised more than $1 million for a grocery store. Now, it isn't a Walmart that's being built or a Food Lion. It's not even a Harris Teeter. This new grocery store will be community owned, and they work to
pulling their resources and making a change within their own community, within their own neighborhood.
They still needed about $600,000 to open their store when the city of Greensboro approved them $250,000. You may be asking yourself, where is all this money coming from? And Assistant City Manager Chris Wilson tells me,
for the money that they raise up to $250,000, we will match that. And those funds are also coming from economic development dollars.
Jamal Fox is the city councilman for this area, and he says, quote, "It means everything to be able to meet the needs my community has been asking for." For Aggie Weekly, I'm Ziris Savage. During the hustle and bustle of the convention every year, a select few students work on their skills at the student projects, a convention tradition more than 20 years strong. Usually room 205A is a conference room in the Minneapolis Convention Center, but for this week only, it's a working newsroom. Many young journalists are getting hands-on experience that will help them in their professional growth.
State police are investigating.
Damani Lewis says he learned some valuable lessons from that hands-on experience in his first job.
And they played the live shot the night before where I just completely messed up. And they said, if this ever happens again, you're fired.
Student Projects is the brainchild of Walter Middlebrook and Dr. Sheila Brooks. Middlebrook worked with print students and Brooks worked with broadcast students.
It just has grown over the years into one of the most respected initiatives that this organization has ever done.
You come from a place like Minneapolis to a convention where you see thousands of black people who are doing what I'm doing. That was like revolt, just revolutionary.
For more than 20 years, NABJ has matched students with professional mentors during the week of the annual convention. That is a week Marissa Evans will never forget. She was part of Student Projects in 2012.
In between yelling at us about, missing slot or missing deadline or turning in like copy that's a little bit rough, they still loved us enough to tell us, you can do better.
We try to relay it to them.
Lewis echoes that sentiment and pays it forward.
I try to give back whenever, some student will call me back from an NABJ short course from 10 years ago, and I might not remember the name, but you know what? I will always listen.
Damani Lewis is now an anchor reporter in Pittsburgh. Marissa Evans is a reporter in Washington, D.C. She also ran for student rep in 2011. This year, no one ran for the student representative position for the board. And Val, this is the first time the president would need to appoint a new one.
We were supposed to meet there, and I just didn't like the vibe he was giving off.
Nico Bryant was excited to hear his days of riding city buses would soon be over after finding his first car on Craigslist.
It was about $1,200.
But the deal fell through.
Even with my dad and my brother somewhere, I didn't feel comfortable going to someone else's house. Like it could be a setup or anything.
Bryant was concerned about his safety, and for good reasons. Greensboro police tell me 8 people were robbed while trying to buy items from Craigslist.
And this isn't just a local problem. In February, Atlanta station WSB-TV reported college student James Jones Jr. was robbed and fatally shot while trying to buy an iPhone 6 from a Craigslist ad. Back here, Greensboro police also tell me the popular site is being used by crooks to take advantage of eager buyers by luring them to unsafe places. Instead, police say you should come here to their parking lot to buy something online. They say the parking lot is highly visible and safer, but if something bad does happen, help is right here.
My dad, he always told me that you should meet him at the police station because, I mean, if they ain't got nothing to hide, then they can meet you at the police station, right?
Advice that potentially saved Ryan from becoming another Craigslist victim. In Greensboro, Ziris Savage, NABJ News.